Well, good morning. It is a Wednesday morning. I start work at 9, so I'm able to sit down and record a little bit. This particular video is all about my upcoming make-along, and only that. I have no project updates on this particular video, so that's not what this is about. But yes, I just wanted to kind of announce it since it is only a couple weeks away before it will be starting. So this channel is Beyond Swatches. My name is Tiffany. I am the knitter behind everything beyond swatches. Sounds very cliche, but this is just my knitting journey. And along this knitting journey, I also love to try to make knitting friends. It's hard when you're a knitter or a crafter of any sort and there isn't anyone around you that kind of does what you do. So when you start talking in terms like lace weight and fingering weight, they're just like, okay, whatever, knit two together, purl two. They're like, what? We don't care about that. So it's nice to kind of just have someone that you can either reach out to online or by phone and just kind of talk through a project and things like that. And so when I created this channel, I always knew that I wanted a nice live community aspect, and not just a meet me in the chat room type of community, but a personable community. And so that's what I started. Next knitting group that I am starting is going to start on November the 30th. And that is the Saturday right after Thanksgiving. So majority of people in the US specifically, I think we're off like Thursday and Friday. So Thursday being Thanksgiving Day, Friday, Black Friday. So if you're having to save your money, then we're going to go out and go shopping. And then I figured Saturday, you should be at home either doing whatever family things you got left or just regular weekend activities. I normally try to do a group on Friday after work, but because of it being a technical holiday in there, I figured Saturday would be a good day to start. Saturday evening about 8 o'clock or 8:30, and just spend some time casting on a project. So this winter I thought, how cool would it be to cast on some sort of a blanket, right? Then I thought about how many times people have said they want to make the half and half wrap. So that's the one I decided to focus on. The thing with the half and half wrap, oh, that needs some creamer. It don't taste good. We don't like it. It's warm. Anyway, so the half and half wrap is a pretty popular pattern. I think a lot of people have seen it at some point. So I don't intend to run this for very long. It really is just a chance for us to get together and kind of chit chat along the way. And then because that's such a busy time for a lot of people, I wasn't trying to interject and get in the way. But I still think it's nice to take out some time for self. So it's only going to go for 6 weeks. I got it from November 30th through the whole month of December, until that first weekend in January, which is the 4th. So will you be finished? It'd be great if you could be. If you're not finished, that's okay too. It's just something to kind of keep your hands busy during the cold days, and before you start thinking about those spring projects that you want to cast on, which I'm trying to come up with a good one for spring. But that's what it is. It is called the Cold Weather Knit Along. And so when you go onto the website, it's gobeyondswatches.com. There will be a box right on the front page that you can click on, RSVP, let me know that you're interested. And there's a nice little blurb of information about what I was thinking when I started these knitting groups, and this one in particular. So there's some accountability, there's some community building. I think it's inspiring to have people make the same thing in different colors, different yarn choices, and it just kind of gets you hyped for the project. And then you get me. So if you have questions, if you need encouragement, if you need cheerleading, if you want somebody to dump your knitting woes on, or even your personal woes, not too deep though, because I'm not a counselor or anything, but I am a person who never minds listening to you. So that's what the groups are for. And I feel like when we build a real community of live people with personable actions, that it makes it to where you feel like you belong somewhere. And I'm not opposed to the other types of knitting communities. I met a couple of knitters through knitting groups, but it was chat groups or forums, and I don't necessarily want to type to people. I want to talk to people, you know. That's what I put on, and I hope that you sign up. I think you'll enjoy it. And even if you don't want to sign up because you know that you're not going to commit to meeting every 2 weeks or something like that, what you can do is just send me an email that you're knitting along with us, and then just send me some pictures so we can share it within the group. That would be nice too. So for me this year, I've already made 2 of these wraps. I made my first one out of a Knit Picks palette yarn. It was a beige and a brassy color. I'll see if I can find a picture. I made it a while ago. And then the next one I made was out of the Linen Quill, which the pattern was designed for, and that was a very hot pink with a cream color, so 2 triangles. This one is gonna really be a scrappy triangle. I need to get rid of some yarn. I need to get rid of it desperately. And one of the things about my yarn cabinet, as I look through the things that I have a lot of single skeins. I bought this because it was on sale skeins. The quality is okay, but the colors weren't anything that I really would want to wear, but I thought it was cute in the skein. And then you work up a swatch and it's like, I don't know how I feel about that. So I figured if I put it in a wrap or a large blanket, that it wouldn't make much of a difference because I'm only using it to wrap up in. So I have some yarns here that I'm going to go through. They do not match, so do not be alarmed. But this is what I was thinking. So first is this one. It's alpaculence. All of this stuff is discontinued, so that's the other reason why it's like I need to hurry up and use it. I'll never be able to get more of it, so I might as well just use it. This is 76% acrylic, 9% wool, 9% alpaca, and 6% glitter, which you can see you see the fuzz, which I don't like fuzz, but the glitter is there and all of that jazz. And it has some nice coloring. I have no idea how this works up. I have no idea. I've never used it. But I think I have 3 or 4 of these. And because this is 536 yards, I should be well on my way to finishing at least 2 balls of these. At least 2, if not touching the 3rd. That's one color. And then for the other side of the triangle was this one, because it's also the same brand, just a different color. And I felt like, again, they don't match at all. They don't match at all. But I guess seeing how far I can get with this, I might just make the whole thing in one color. I just need to get rid of it. I would never wear this in a shirt, and I would never wear this as a shawl because it's not my colors. But I will make it into a half and half wrap and use it for laying around the house and just wrapping up when it's cold on the porch or something like that. I don't think I have enough of these to do 2 triangles, which is why I was thinking to put them together. And I'm trying really hard to keep the composition to where, you know, it's the same. So when I block it, it'll block the same, or wash it, you know. Other option I have is this. Now this is one of those Hobby Lobby purchases. You see with orange stickers, they was like $3. And I bought these, I don't know, 3-4 years ago maybe. And the problem that I have with this yarn is this right here. You see this? This greenish color is like splotched all over the place. And it don't look good. It doesn't look good at all. I don't like it. I just don't like it. And so I need to get rid of it. It's 100% superwash merino wool, and it's a fingering weight. Well, it's actually say super fine, which is smaller than a fingering weight, but I figured I think I have 3 of these, and these are 400 yards each. So 3 of these I should be able to get through 1 triangle if I keep it at the size that the pattern is written in. For the other side, I have this also from Hobby Lobby, but you see that horrible neon green splotch? I guess it got over dyed. I don't know, but I need to get rid of it. I love this part of the color, and I thought that was really nice, but then you throw this neon yellowish green in there and I don't like it. But I want to get rid of it, so I was thinking one triangle in this color, one triangle in this color, and they're all variegated and speckly and everything, so it'll be very different, very scrappy. So what do we think? Ugh, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But again, I'm doing it for the sake of getting rid of the yarn. So it's a scrappy project. It is not going to make any sense, but we're going to make it work. And I honestly think I'm going to end up going for this one. I'm going to see if I have enough. I'll start with this and see if I have enough to get through 2 triangles in the one color. And if not, then I'll do the second triangle in this color, because I don't like that. I wouldn't like that in a triangles wrap. Now, maybe in a circular wrap of some sort I could come up with, but I don't know. I'm going to try not to use that. I'm going to try not to use it. So I think this is what I'm going to use. So just as a reference, just so you know, if you want to go yarn shopping now, or you could just wait until Black Friday and find the yarn then, or you can buy a yarn online and you'll just start like a week or so later once your yarn gets there. But it is a fingering weight project. Purl Soho half and half wrap is casted on with, I think, 260 stitches as the largest, on a size 3 needle. Use that information as you go forth and try to find your yarn. And just know that if you're going to go up a needle size, because you don't want to work on a size 3, I wouldn't go any higher than maybe a 5. A 6 would be okay. I would suggest either find a nice fingering weight yarn. You can go to a sport weight. Sport weight yarns usually have about 380, like 380 some odd yards per skein, and that might be okay as a better substitute if you just don't want to make something that tiny, or if you don't have any fingering weight in your stash. Check Knit Picks yarn. They have the palette yarn is a good choice. They also have sales. Hobie also has sales. Joanne, of course. Michael's, probably. I don't shop at Michael's, so I really don't know. And Purl Soho, of course. Lion Brand. Well, Lion Brand doesn't really have any fingering weight and sport weight yarns. But if you go into any of these stores, what you'll probably be looking for, if you can't find something that looks like this, like a hand-dyed hank, you'll probably be looking for any sock yarn, because that will be wool and nylon. And those are usually a category 1 or fine weight. So I think that's all the info that I can think of real quick. You'll need 1 stitch marker. It is work with short rows. You have the option. The pattern is written for a wrap and turn. I learned the German short row, and that's all I do. So you can do either or. And it's literally just knitting back and forth. Like, I think you'll love the project. I think you'll love the end result. You'll love the process of making it. It's very relaxing. It's comforting. But finding the right yarn will make it an even more enjoyable process. So dig into your stash. Get your ducats in order. Figure out which one you want. And yeah, I hope you sign up, and yeah, we'll have a good time. We'll make some new friends as well. So now I'm gonna go ahead and fix that coffee, because it is not good. And I think I just need to stir it and get everything mixed in. But we'll go ahead and close this video out. If you have any questions, of course, email me, carrier pigeon me, find me on Instagram. I opened a Threads account, but I don't really know how to use it, so I don't use it. But find me somewhere, just send me a message. I'll always respond. And yeah, we'll talk in the next video. Bye.